Okay, folks, it's time for the Cricket World Cup has got to the semi-final stage in 2019. And I'm just going to whack up a quick video showing you how you can catch the coverage of the last few matches on the BBC radio commentary if you're outside the UK. Now, if you're in the UK, you're watching the wrong video, so please move along, please. If you're not, you'll realise that it's quite difficult to access both the BBC and all UK TV stations, plus the radio commentary as well, which is surprising because you think the radio commentary would be available. Now, if you go to the BBC website from abroad, you'll notice that it's actually quite a different website, and all the easy, handy ways to get to the cricket commentary or any of the TV stations or anything like that, you can't find them because this is the BBC International website, which is designed for outside the UK, but it hasn't got any of the good stuff on. It's quite interesting, but so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, I've looked at loads of these solutions, and this is by far the easiest and the cheapest as well. It's called Smart DNS Proxy. It's basically one of the ways we can get to hide your real location and watch whatever the hell you want wherever you are. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to set it up right from scratch on a computer, but there's also very similar methods for phones, tablets, Chromebooks, stuff like that. But I'll show you on the computer because it's easier. Okay, so what we've got to do, we've got to hide our location. Now, Smart DNS Proxy uses a system called Smart DNS, non-surprisingly. Now, let me just go and set this up quickly for you. Okay, now what you have to do is to go into your network settings. Let me just bring that panel across here. I'm using a very old Windows 7, so you'll need to find your network and internet sections. Network and sharing center, and what we're looking for is our local area connection. Now this could be from your wireless connection, depends how you get your IP address. If you're using it on a tablet, it'll be a Wi-Fi. This is mapped into a network, okay? But basically the screen you're trying to get to is here, properties, and your internet connections, and what you're looking for is the Internet Protocol version 4. Okay, you just click on properties. It sounds complicated, but it's not too bad really. And here we go, we've got the DNS servers. Now this is what we need to change. Okay, so I'm going to change my DNS servers here to one of the Smart DNS Proxy servers. Now don't worry, I'll show you where to get that after, but I think it's easier just to show me setting it up first. And that's it. All the rest you just stay the same. You're just changing the DNS server. Okay, so it could be in slightly different places, depends on what device you're doing, but the function is basically the same. Now the DNS server will work completely transparently. You won't notice anything different as long as you've got a Smart DNS account. Don't put that one in if you haven't got a Smart DNS account, because it won't work properly. So let's go to the Smart DNS Proxy site, and I will log in here. Okay, and we can see our site here. It says my DNS is configured properly, which is the step I've just done there. And it says my current IP is not in my system. So what you basically have to do is activate each IP address. So when you're connected, you have to make that one live, if you see what I mean. So I'm going to activate that now. And it'll take a few seconds and then it'll activate. So then basically my account will be live on this computer and this internet connection. And what it's basically going to do is then hide my real location. There, we're done now. Just that. You can see we're all ticks there, and my IP is activated in our system. So it's all working. It will now hide my location. So it doesn't matter where I am, I will now get the right version of whichever TV station. Now I'm focusing on BBC here. This works for just about every TV station in the world. You know, you can go and watch the cricket on Hotstar if you want by switching it over. Okay, so now we've gone to the BBC website. Now I hope you've noticed something different. Here we've now got the British version. SmartDNS has hidden my location. I'm now basically a British web surfer, no different. So now I can click on, I can see the cricket there, and we will see the little tab, and then it will start streaming here. So I can now listen to the dulcet tones of the black bag there, maybe for, I don't know, Kohli's finger or something like that. I hope you can just hear that. I just muted it now. And then you can enjoy the test match coverage. Sorry, the Cricket World Cup coverage. It also works for the test matches, and all the BBC TV stations will work fine, so you can browse through them and watch whatever you like. So for that, this account basically enables international TV from across the world. There's virtually no site it doesn't work with. The only one it's a little bit funny with is Netflix switching. It'll only switch to one version of Netflix, but that's the US version, and that's brilliant anyway. So okay, so I'm going to finish there, so this video doesn't get too long. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.